Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, I guess I'm back at it once again with, of course, another thoughts video right about now, and yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense to actually do another one, since after the last one I did where I talked about Pokemon Twilight Wings for sure, but hey, unlike, of course, the show that I actually mentioned, where, of course, I actually watch it via YouTube, this one, however, I've actually, yeah, this one I'm going to be talking about right about now is, of course, a show that I've actually watched on Netflix for sure, so yeah, I guess it has been quite a while since I've actually, watched a show on Netflix, right about now. In fact, I think probably the last time I've actually done that, I think was probably season 2 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I guess for, of course, this show I'm gonna be talking about right about now. Unlike, of course, some of the other shows on Netflix, where, of course, I decided to take a bit of free time to actually watch it for myself. This one, however, is, of course, recommended to me by a friend of mine that I actually know. So yeah, I guess for what it is, that is actually the context of course, what's been given to me for, of course, this show on Netflix I'm gonna be talking about. So yeah, that would pretty much explain everything. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess for, of course, what I'm going to be talking about, I think I might as well go ahead and actually get this out real quick. Believe it or not, this was, of course, recommended to me by, of course, the friend that I've actually mentioned earlier, who was, of course, named Emma, to which, of course, if you have seen several of my convention vlogs in the past, I've actually featured Emma, who actually goes by the name Queen Emma B for sure. So yeah, chances are I've actually mentioned Emma a good number of times, and I have seen her at a good number of conventions, and especially a good number of con vlogs I've actually filmed in the past. So yeah, I think it pretty much is no big surprise that this show was, of course, recommended by her for sure, to which, yeah, Emma, if you're watching this, I didn't expect that to actually happen, but thank you so much for recommending this show to me, and yeah, you're getting out a shout out in my thoughts video right about now in honor of that. So yeah. Believe it or not, this was, of course, recommended by Emma for sure, and I've decided to take up on that and actually take a look at it for myself. And surprisingly enough, it was also during the time I'm currently hanging out one of my videos that I'm hoping to have out by the end of this month. I am keeping my fingers crossed on that one, but we shall have to wait and see on that portion right about now. But I guess in the meantime, I guess the only question remains, what show that Emma actually suggested that I would watch on Netflix. Well, believe it or not, I did actually take it into consideration, and I guess for the show I'm going to be talking about, I think pretty much the one that she actually recommended to me that I am going to officially talk about to all of you guys is, of course, a nice little 8-episode long TV show on Netflix, simply known as Shadow and Bone. So yeah, that is pretty much the show on Netflix that Emma actually recommended that I would check out for her sure, and yeah, I guess in honor of that, I am going to be talking about this show right about now, because yeah, I did manage to watch all 8 episodes of that show all the way through while I was editing one of my videos just to see what will be going on, and now that I've actually seen it all the way through, I'm ready to actually give out my full-on thoughts on it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can do on that. Alright. So yeah, just to get this out of the way right about now, Shadow and Bone is, of course, based off on the book of the same name, or let alone the entire book series of the same name, which I do find to be quite fascinating for sure. And I didn't actually know it was actually a real thing around the time. In fact, honestly, I never even knew about it for, of course, my time when it actually came out. But of course, from what I'm seeing, it actually does look incredibly interesting. I really liked on how it's actually put together. So yeah, now that I guess for the case of this show right about now, it actually came out, well, almost a month ago as we speak, which I do find it to be absolutely incredible by far. In fact, honestly, I think around the time it actually came out, I think I was a bit too busy with, of course, what I've actually had to put out. Like, of course, like in terms of videos, I had to get out my side-by-side comparison video on, of course, my skit, Ash Ketchum and the Annoying Narrator, that I did back at TorCon 5 years ago, as well as, of course, my thoughts videos on, of course, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the new Mortal Kombat movie. So yeah, and not to mention, in between all that, I think I was, of course, fully... Yeah, I was, of course, fully prepared for, of course, watch this year's Academy Awards that dropped not too long ago around that time, which, yeah, not that bad of a show, they have to say so. So yeah, I was a bit too occupied around the time Shadow and Bone actually came out, so... But luckily, I did manage to, of course, take up some time from, of course, what I had to do. And again, while I was editing one of my videos, I've decided to, of course, take up on Emma's recommendation and actually take a look at this show on Netflix for myself. So yeah, now that I've actually finished watching the show all the way through, I guess the only question remains, what do I think of this show overall? Well, pretty much with everything that I've actually seen, consider me actually impressed. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I've actually been seeing by far throughout the course of all 8 episodes of the entire show, I am madly in love with this show for, of course, what it is. I think it's, of course, got everything that I would expect out of this one for sure. So yeah, what else can I say except Shadow and Bone, to me, I think it's actually a really impressive show right about now. I absolutely love it a whole lot. I think this is practically the next best thing that I've actually watched on Netflix since The Mitchells vs. the Machines. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love the show all the way through. There's no denying on that. Alright. So yeah, now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything I need to talk about. First of all is mainly the story for, of course, this show. And I have to say, for, of course, what it is, I think it's actually a really well-crafted story, I have to say. I think pretty much, with, of course, everything that I'm actually seeing, it actually is going the route on what it's actually trying to do, while staying true to, of course, the original book of the same title, for sure, while, of course, doing its own thing as its own standalone adaptation, for sure, or, of course, let alone be its own standalone show for sure. And I actually really love that nice blend that they actually put into this one. It just makes it all the more incredible from, of course, from the way I see it. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I've actually been seeing throughout the course of this show, I am really investing on, of course, the show's story, and of course, from everything I'm seeing over the course of each of the episodes, I am fully investing on, of course, what's actually been going on. There was never one moment where, of course, I said, oh, that's just way too dull right about now. No, I'm actually hooked onto, of course, what I've actually been seeing over the course of all 8 episodes of this show. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love the story for of course this one, and I really love the way on how well crafted that they actually tried to do with it. And plus, not only that, I also really love on how incredible the show's writing is. I have to say, I think the people who actually worked on this show actually put in a whole lot of hard-working effort, while of course studying bits and pieces of the original book to actually make it stand out incredibly well. And I really love the way on how well it's crafted to, of course, every bit of dialogue I've actually seen that's been written out to, of course, every other scene that's been written out. It's just really well crafted from, of course, the way I see it, and I absolutely love, of course, what it's actually trying to do. So yeah, that's how much I really liked it. Not only with the, of course, the really clever story, but some really great writing, I have to say. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, I might as well go ahead and move on to, of course, the characters. And yeah, I think with, of course, every single one of them I'm actually seeing, like I said with the story, I think with, of course, every single character on the, throughout the course of the show, I am fully invested on, of course, what they're trying to do. So yeah. I guess one thing I can say on that is, of course, the only question remains, what does it take to actually make a really great epic? Well, pretty much some various reasons, like, of course, two of the ones that I can actually say is that it actually introduce the main character and, of course, a good number of characters and actually make them interesting for, of course, throughout the entirety of the entire story. And I guess with the case of this show right about now, they actually got those two right for sure, because yeah, with, of course, each and every single one of the characters that I've actually seen, they actually introduce them in a really clever way, and of course, they actually make them incredibly interesting and likable, and that's how much I actually really love the characters in the in this show. They're not only incredibly likable, but they're also really interesting, in my opinion. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love it. And plus, I also really admire the incredible character development that they've actually gone for with, of course, this one. And of course, I also really do admire on, of course, what flaws that they had to tackle. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love the characters in the show. I am fully invested by each and every single one of them by far. There was never actually one where, of course, I say are incredibly boring, in my opinion. No, they actually made all the characters very likable and very interesting, and even some of the ones I hate, I still find them incredibly interesting. So yeah, and plus not only that, I pretty much going on to the next thing I need to talk about, all the actors that, of course, played all the characters in the show. My God, they actually did get a really good number of actors for, of course, this show right about now, because, yeah, each and every single one of them that I've actually seen, it is incredibly well casted, and all the actors that actually came on to, of course, be a part of this show, they all pulled off some really incredible performances by far, and of course, they really putting a whole lot of effort on, of course, everything that I need to do, from, of course, the way how the characters feel to, of course, their incredible line delivery. So yeah, I think with, of course, every single one of them that I've actually seen on screen, all the actors who played all the characters really stand out a whole lot, and I really adored their performances for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, now that I've actually got all the characters and the actors out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, yeah, several things. First of all, visually, I really do admire on how visually this film looks by far. I think pretty much from the way I see it, I think they were pretty much going for pretty much it's sort of a 19th century to 20th century type of feel, while of course mixing in some stuff from the Russian Empire for sure. So yeah, I think with of course everything that I've actually seen right about now in terms of visuals, I think they actually really stand out. I think with of course every single bit of set pieces to of course some designs for of course some CGI effects and stuff. Yeah, and everything else that I need to say, I really do admire on how well it actually looks visually, and actually give this whole fantasy world that the show actually takes place in all the more incredible, and I really love the way they actually turned out. And plus, it's also mixed in with, of course, some really great cinematography for sure. I just really love on how well shot this show actually looks. Pretty much almost coming close to, not particularly as a show, but almost looks like the nice feeling of a full-length feature film. So, but hey, whatever the case that they wanted to go for, it does make the cinematography all the more incredible. I really do admire on how well shot this show actually looks. Yeah, pretty much giving it a nice feel of a full-length feature film while keeping it compressed down to, of course, a regular old TV show for sure, with, of course, each episode lasting about 45 minutes to almost an hour long. I am definitely not joking on that. That's how long these episodes are, but hey, whatever the case, they're well worth that amount of time for sure. That's how much I actually really love it for sure. And plus, I also really love the incredible direction that this show has been giving for sure. I also really love on how well crafted and even how crisp and clean the show's editing is, I have to say. And I also really do admire on how well composed the music is, in my opinion. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I've actually been seeing over the course of this show right about now, that's how much I actually really love it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess with, of course, everything that I have to say, that's how much I actually really do admire this show right about now. It is absolutely incredible, and I really love the way it actually turned out. However, I think my one nitpick that I actually do have on this show is that pretty much for certain key parts that they had to go for is that sometimes maybe some parts of it are a bit too out of focus from, of course, what it's trying to do. Like, of course, one moment where, of course, it would actually focus on our main characters for sure. While, of course, the next thing that happened is, of course, they also bring a bit of secondary characters, or, of course, some side characters that they had to throw in there. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing by far, but I think with, of course, everything that I'm seeing, you could have actually at least maybe do some touch-ups on it and see on how it's actually going to meet up with, of course, our main character in the show. So yeah, that's just my one nitpick I actually have with the show. But the rest I have to say is still absolutely incredible, and I really love it all the way. So yeah, what else can I say except for the fact that pretty much overall, Shadow and Bone, I have to say, is a really fantastic show right about now. I really do admire on what it's actually trying to do. I really get into the grips of course, both the story and the characters, I have to say. And yeah, I think with, of course, everything else that I have to say about this show, that's how much I actually really love it. So yeah, I guess overall, I am madly in love with this show right about now. I think it's actually a really great epic that is absolutely amazing, and I do think it's actually well worth your time. So yeah, if you got the time, then it's currently available on Netflix as we speak. So yeah, if you got the time, definitely watch this show on Netflix. I think it's, of course, one major epic that is actually worth your time over the course of course, 8 episodes right about now, and hopefully maybe somewhere down in the near future, we we would probably, of course, maybe get a second season on the Hang to see on what other direction that they're gonna go for, let alone pretty much going for, of course, the other books in the main series for sure. So, but I guess until then, if you got the time and you want to spend about 45 minutes to almost an hour long, with, of course, 8 episodes all the way through, then definitely watch Shadow and Bone on Netflix. It's definitely worth your time. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'm, of course, going to give this show a 9 out of 10. Like I said, I love it all the way through, and it's actually one show on Netflix that I am going to recommend to all of you guys anytime soon. So yeah, if you got the time, fire up Netflix and see the show for yourself. And to Emma, aka Queen Emma B, if you're watching this, once again, thank you so much for recommending this show all the way. I love it a whole lot, and yeah, I think it's actually one that I would most certainly come back to in the near future. So yeah, like I said, thank you so much for the recommendation. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Shadow and Bone and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that will come up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below. If you want to see updates, announcements, and new releases sometime in the near future, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And of course, feel free to support me on Patreon if you want to. If you want to, of course, see some special sneak peeks to, of course, some upcoming videos that I got coming up, alongside plenty of updates that I'm putting up on there, as well as, of course, some other awesome rewards that will help fit in your budget. And, of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, I guess with, of course, the next one I'll hopefully put out sometime in the near future. I think I am hoping to, of course, probably watch another show sometime in the near future, or of course maybe an anime, or if I'm actually lucky, I can actually get off my hiatus a bit early and actually catch the newest movie that's coming out in theaters. But hey, we shall wait and see on that. But I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.